I am not a preaching Hindu, I am a practicing Hindu. Religion has never been the opium of the kind Marx talked about. He reveres life, there's reverence for life. That's what makes me a Hindu.
You've written a lot of books, and some of your books are inspired from mythological characters.
You see, since childhood, I did not go to Jerusalem or I did not go to Mecca. I didn't have a chance. I only went to Krishna temples. I only went to places where people would visit. All of a sudden, I asked a question as a management professor as to why so many people flock to these places. And I was told by Karl Marx, and I used to read Karl Marx with equal, in Bengal you can't but not read Karl Marx. He said, religion is the opium of the masses. I said, fair enough. But opium has some medical and therapeutic value. It is used for medicine. So it has both a delusional value, it has also got a therapeutic value. I picked the therapeutic, not the delusional aspect of religion. Religion is the most powerful organization of the world. I am a student of organization. I am asking a simple question. Why India is divided by the only three names? Krishna, Shiva and Rama. A combination of these is the name of everybody. I did my research before writing this book on Arjun. I realized the number one name in India in 2012 for boys was Arjun. I said, if I write a book and every father whose son is Arjun wants to buy a copy, it would be a bestseller. I sold, that was my bestseller. For me, the approach to religion has never been the other side, other dimension of the opium. It has been this dimension that being people, why would people flock together? Days after days they'll go to Sabrimala. What would keep them? It is the human need to look at the infinite capacity within himself or herself that gives birth to religion. We are not finite. We are finite only in the way we define ourselves. For the lack of a word, you give a name to the infinite. Doesn't matter whether Einstein is giving a name to infinite. He created a theory. I'm not Einstein. So I give a name to infinite. Within the finite, I want to stretch myself beyond anybody's imagination. So the ability to exercise my imagination, I have these icons. So I take Arjuna, not just, I was talking to this guy who wrote Ikigai. He sold 3.5 million copies. I said, he just made one word popular in the world, Ikigai. Do you know that there's something like Ekagrata in India, which is the birth of, from Mount Everest to Mount Fuji, these ideas traveled to Japan. Japan utilized Indian religion to a great advantage. They took Karma Yoga and converted this into real action. Micro-excellence. What you call Japanese micro-excellence largely comes from a spiritual value, Confucian, Buddhist values. And so, religion has been the basis of formidable organizational. My job is to unlock the power that brings people together. So I may write a book not on Krishna, I may write a book on anything, but the fact is that I chose these icons because they are a quick draw. So in order to sell something, you have to use the mechanism through which you attract people. So I attract people. But if you ask me whether I am a religious person in the sense that most people are, I am not a preaching Hindu, I am a practicing Hindu. And a practicing Hindu does not know what it is. A practicing Hindu looks at another person that's another version of himself or herself. There's dignity in human life. He reveres life. There's reverence for life. That's what makes me Hindu. And everything that is associated with reverence for life is my domain. And religion has never been the opium of the kind Marx talked about. It has been an opportunity for me to study organizations, to learn from masters. This has been a real worthwhile.